Hey guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I thought I would do a Colourpop roundup video and do some reviews on a bunch of different products. I did a video like this back in November or December, and a lot of you asked if I would do these videos regularly because Colourpop does release so many products. I don't buy everything, but they do send me some PR. I do buy some products. So I have some things to share with you guys that I've been testing out. I think Colourpop is pretty consistent in terms of quality, but there are definitely products that I loved and some that did not work for me. So I'm going to share everything with you guys in today's video. One last thing, my Colourpop bundle will be available for one more week. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, it will be available until February 18th. I have loved seeing all of your pictures on Instagram. If you guys did get it, please make sure to tag me so I can thank you personally, but it has meant so much to me. So I will link it below in case you guys are interested, and my get ready with me using the products will be up either as my next video or the one right after that. So let's start with the Colourpop Valentine's Day collection. There were quite a few products in this collection, and they did send this one to me. I did not keep everything because I do donate products. I include some in giveaways. Actually, I know this intro is so long, but I totally wanted to do a giveaway. I've been meaning to include a giveaway in one of my videos, and I keep forgetting. I have the products sitting right over there, like on the top of my shelf, and I want to give them away to one of you guys. So this is the perfect video. I have some Colourpop products, a bunch of other things, so I will put a clip on the screen for you guys, but one person will win all of these products. I love to be able to spoil somebody in such a big way. Like sometimes I'll split the giveaway prizes up, but once in a while it's fun to just include a bunch of products in a giveaway for one person to be able to say thank you to you guys for watching my videos. It's so easy to enter. It's never complicated. The only rule is that you have to be subscribed to my channel, but I will have a link because that's the easiest way for me to keep track of the entries and get in touch with a winner. So check the description box below. I wanted to say thank you and give back, so this is just a fun way for me to do it. So anyways, let's jump into the video. Let's start with my favorite part of the collection. That is the Colourpop All That Pressed Powder Palette. This retails for $18. It comes with 12 different shadows, so you get 8 different matte shadows. 6 of the matte shadows are true mattes. They don't have any shimmer mixed in, and they perform just like the regular Colourpop matte formula. And then 2 of the matte shadows actually have a little bit of shimmer mixed into them. Well, the shade Come Through has a little bit of shimmer, but the shade The Feels is loaded with silver shimmer. It's really beautiful. It blends perfectly. And then this palette comes with 1 pressed glitter, 1 foiled shadow, which is super intense and beautiful. I don't think that I've ever tried this particular formula in another palette, but I really enjoy it. And then you get 1 satin shadow and then 1 more like true metallic shadow. This palette has a gorgeous like pink and red theme to it. So if you're looking for a fun palette for Valentine's Day, this might be a great option. I know quite a few brands are releasing Valentine's palettes and Valentine's collections. So this one is a nice option because it is a true pinky red palette. So even though the majority of the shadows are in like the pink red color family, there's so much that you can do with this palette. First of all, you can go row by row. The top row gives you like a really pretty soft, light, subtle look. The middle row gives you more of a medium tone sultry look, and the last row will give you a deep cranberry smoky eye. Also, there's a black shade in here. So when you mix the black with pinks, you get a little bit of a purpley look like I have on today. I just used the top row and then I mixed in a little bit of the black shade, and it just blends together to give you more of a purpley vibe overall. I don't think that I've really loved a Colourpop eyeshadow palette this much in probably months. It's so much fun to use. I honestly cannot stop wearing it. I've created so many different looks using it, and if I lost this palette or I broke this palette, I would run out and repurchase it because it's just like one of my dream palettes. I love pink tones. I love the red tone shades in here as well, and it's just fun to play with. So if you guys like these colors, if it appeals to you, I think you'll really enjoy it. It really doesn't resemble any of my other Colourpop palettes. There aren't a lot of dupes within my other palettes, so this one is a nice addition to my collection, and it's probably the best product that I've tried, or the one that I love the most. They also released a new eyeliner shade as part of the collection. This is their cream gel liner in the shade Hustla. They also have it in like the potted gel liner form as well. I've never been able to get the hang of gel liners, so I don't have that one to share with you guys, but I do have the pencil. I will swatch this one next to their cream gel liner in the shade Swerve, which is just a true black. This one differs from their regular black liner because it definitely has a lot of silver shimmer mixed into it, and it's so pretty on the eyes. When it comes to pencil liners, I always look for something a little bit different because I love wearing wearing different colors on my waterline. And this one's really interesting because you can definitely see that silver shimmer when it's applied to the eyes. In the past when I've tried them, they've been a little bit dry. I don't experience that with this one at all. If you have the shade Swerve, you probably don't need Hustler just because they are black eyeliners, but I actually like Hustla better than Swerve just because it does have that silver shimmer and I think it's a little bit unique. So this collection also had some Soul Body products in it. And for those of you that don't know, Soul Body and Fourth Ray Beauty are Colourpop sister brands. And sometimes when they release a collection, they also include some skincare products and some body products. So I wanted to touch on these because this is actually probably one of my favorite Soul Body releases. This set is called the Pink Lady Glow set. It retails for $18 and it comes with 2 products. These are available separately, but you can buy them as a set for $18 and they are mini versions, but you still get a ton of product. So let's start with my favorite out of the 2. This one is the Soul Body Mini Shimmering Body Powder in the shade Soft Pink. I have tried the Shimmering Body Powder formula in the past, and the first time that I tried it, it wasn't my favorite product, but for some reason, I really like this one. I don't think they've actually changed the formula. I just think that, you know, this shade in particular is really appealing to me. It's a really beautiful, light, soft pink. And at first when I tried this formula, I thought it was a little bit heavier than the Super Shock highlighter formula, and it is. But I also think if you use the right brush, if you really blend it into the skin, it doesn't look as heavy. So I kind of want to revisit the other shades that I have and see if I can get them to work for me because I really enjoy this. So it does look pretty on the skin as a face highlighter. It also looks great on the body if you're into body highlighters. If you buff it into your skin, it looks very beautiful, very natural, but it does give you a glow. This product is not transfer proof, so if you're wearing it on your shoulders, on your legs, it will kind of rub off onto your clothes, but I mean, I think that's pretty typical with a lot of body highlighters. This has the most amazing scent, and it's hard to describe, but I wish they would bottle this and sell this scent. A lot of their products smell like this. It's like a coconut tropical scent. It has like maybe some pineapple notes mixed into it. It smells amazing. So this is a nice way to try the formula. They do have other colors on their website, but they come in large compacts. So I like that this one is mini and small, and I hope they keep creating these because when it comes to highlighters, I personally don't need anything larger than this. This is the perfect size, and this color is so pretty. The mini shimmering dry oil actually comes in 11 different shades. This one is in the shade Soft Pink, but if there's another shade that appeals to you on the website, you might want to go with one of those. Honestly, it's pretty translucent on the skin, so I don't know that the base makes a big difference. This has the same amazing scent as the powder. It's a really nice like coconut pineapple scent, but this formula is actually really nice. I'm not typically big into dry oils, but essentially it is like a super lightweight oil infused with a shimmer that leaves your skin feeling really soft and gives you like a gorgeous shimmery glow. Again, it's not transfer proof, so it will get on your clothes, but if you're into body oils or you like that shimmery look, then I think you would really enjoy this. It also leaves your skin feeling really soft and hydrated, like I said, which I definitely think is nice. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys is this little mini lip kit. This is part of the collection as well. I love this formula so much. So I love the fact that they actually created a set with 3 minis, and these are existing shades. So you get the shade Gimme S'more, The Strand, and Cutie Fruity, which you get like a nice nude, a medium pink, which is one of my favorites. I included it in my Colourpop bundle, and then also a little bit more of a red tone. The Just a Tint lip crayons are so nice because they're incredibly lightweight on the lips. They're very moisturizing. They can be worn so many different ways. So you can wear them on their own. You can sheer them out if you just rub them in with your finger. You can build them up a little bit. They have a gorgeous glossy finish. If you've been wanting to try them out, you can get this set for $12 and they regularly retail for $8 each for a full-size version. So it's a great way to try out a couple of colors for a discounted price. All right, let's talk about the Colourpop Lux Velvet Liquid Lipsticks. So these are available on their website now. They're not brand new, but I think they are new to a lot of people. They actually offer them as part of their latest Disney collaboration. They did like a blush and a highlighter and then one of these lipsticks, but I personally hadn't tried them until they kind of released a bunch of these additional shades. So you can purchase these separately for $8 each, or you can buy them as a duo. You get 2 different lipsticks for $15. If you see a duo that you think you would like, I do think this is a nice way to try 2 colors, but honestly, you're only saving $1, so it might be more beneficial just to stick with one if there's one shade that really appeals to you. So on the Colourpop website, these are described as pillowy soft velvet liquid lipsticks that are supposed to create a soft diffused look, and I would say that's the perfect description for them. When I hear liquid lipstick, I typically expect something very heavy and dry and uncomfortable, but you don't experience that with this formula. It's definitely closer to their ultra blotted lip formula, but these are a little bit more pigmented. I would say they're almost like an amped up version of the ultra blotted lips. They're really soft and smooth on the lips. They have like this whipped, airy texture, so they don't feel like your traditional liquid lipsticks. You can apply them and sheer them out if you kind of rub them in and blend them with your finger, or you can layer them up for a little bit more of a pigmented appearance, but even if you layered them up, they still don't really feel dry or uncomfortable on the lips. And I think it's because they don't actually dry down completely. So these are not transfer proof. They're not going to stay in place all day long through eating and talking and drinking. You will have to reapply them throughout the day for them to look their best, but they kind of wear off in a little bit more of a natural way. Now, if you're wearing a really deep color, obviously it's going to be a little bit more obvious as it wears off, but if you kind of apply them and sheer them out, they just blend into your lip color. They look really nice. And if you're into matte lipsticks or matte lip colors, but a lot of them have been very dry and uncomfortable for you in the past, then you might really like this formula. So Colourpop recently released two different kind of like soft glam collections. Both collections retail for $38 if you want the collection as a whole. Each one does come with a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, a giant Super Shock highlighter, and then also like a lip tint kit with 2 full-sized lip tints. Nude Mood is more of like a true soft glam neutral collection, and then Blush Crush, which is the one that I have to share with you guys, has an overall pink theme to it, which I do love pink makeup. I love pink eyeshadow. So let's start with the Blush Crush palette. This comes with 9 different shadows and it retails for $14. You do get 3 matte shadows and then 3 matte shadows with shimmer. So altogether there are 6 matte shadows in here. Like I said, you can use the matte shadows with shimmer as typical matte shadows, or you can wet the brush and that sparkle will kind of show through. You also get 2 metallic shadows, which are a little bit softer, so I might consider them more of like a satin formula, but they look great on the eyes, and then 1 Super Shock shadow as well. I would say if you're looking for a more colorful, intense, rich palette to go with the All That palette, you can create some really light, natural looks. Like I'm wearing a little bit of a softer look today using the All That palette, so I feel like there's a lot of versatility within that one and a lot of options. So if you have the extra $4, then I would say go for that one. But if you're somebody who does the same look over and over, you tend to prefer like a true soft glam look, you don't go too crazy with your shadows, I think that this one might be a little bit more appealing to you. Again, this one doesn't really compare to any of my other existing Colourpop palettes. I really like the pink tones in here, but I feel like they're different than the pinks in like the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette or Ooh La La or the She palette. I do think it is a nice option if you're looking for like a small compact palette. I don't know that it's a necessity. It's not anything super unique, but it does come in handy if you like pink tones. So Colourpop actually repackaged their Super Shock highlighters for this collection. They normally come in a smaller container. They normally retail for $8 each. These actually retail for $12, but you do get twice as much product, and they do come in a compact with a large mirror. So this is what it looks like. It is a giant highlighter. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I actually prefer the old packaging. I just feel like it's a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact. It's not as large. I personally don't need like a giant mirror on my highlighter. That's just me personally. I like the other packaging better as well because it is less expensive. So I'd rather pay $8 and get a smaller highlighter than pay $12 and get such a large compact. I'm not somebody who ever hits pan on highlighter. If you are, you might actually like the fact that these are bigger. And even though they are more expensive, you are getting twice the product. But as for the shade You're a Catch, it is such a beautiful color. It's like this really beautiful, silvery, intense, icy highlighter with a little bit of pink mixed in, and it looks so pretty on the skin. My only issue is that it causes me to break out, and I don't know why. I'm sure you guys can see it, but I'm struggling with like a lot of texture right here, and I do struggle with texture from time to time, but I used this again recently, and it causes my skin to break out. I'm so frustrated because the color is so beautiful, and I don't know if they've actually changed the formula because I tried to compare the ingredients online, and it looked like the majority of the ingredients were the same. The regular Super Shock highlighters don't cause me to break out. So I don't know what it is about this one, but I'm really sad because the color is just perfect. The last thing in the collection is this Sweetest Thing Just a Tint Lip Crayon Bundle. This retails for $14. So you get 2 full-sized Just a Tint lip crayons for $14. So you can purchase them separately for $8 each. These are technically new shades, but if you have a lot of the Just a Tint lip crayons, I'll swatch them next to each other so you don't buy like a repeat shade. But if you are new to this formula, new to these, I think you will enjoy these. These are both really pretty pink colors. One's a little bit lighter, one's more of a medium toned color, but I love the formula so much. So it's amazing that they are promoting these because I just want more people to be able to try them because I think they are so underrated. I just wanted to touch on the Colourpop Meant to Be palette. I did do an entire review on this palette, including a look. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it below, but I figured since I was kind of doing a review roundup, I would just kind of mention it in today's video. So this is the newest addition to their monochromatic palette series. It is a pastel palette, so it's a really pretty mint themed palette. It comes with 9 shadows for $12. You get 5 matte shadows. 1 matte shadow does have shimmer in it, and then you get 4 metallic shadows. I think this formula is perfect. The shadows perform really well. Everything honestly blends perfectly. I don't have any complaints about the actual formula because it's just a good palette. If you're into mint eyeshadow, I think this would be a nice addition to your collection. However, I do think that if you're looking for a variety of colors, you're going to want to skip over this one. When it comes to their monochromatic palettes, sometimes the shades tend to look very similar in the palette and on the eyes, especially with the lighter palettes, especially with the pastel palettes. With some of the deeper palettes, there is more variety, but when it comes to the pastel shades, I feel like as you blend them onto the eyes, they all tend to look very similar. Same with the metallic shadows. Like in the pan, they look a little bit different, but when you actually swatch them and apply them to the eyes, they look pretty similar once they're in place. So if you're super into green eyeshadow or mint eyeshadow, then you might enjoy having a couple of different options. And don't get me wrong, I mean, they do look different on the eyes, but overall, a lot of the looks that I do are the same. Like you can't get too many different looks with this palette, just being completely honest with you guys. So for $12, it's tempting to buy this because you do get 9 different eyeshadows, but if you don't want an entire palette and you do want to add mint to your collection, it might be a more ideal option to go with one of their Super Shock shadows. My choice would be the Super Shock shadow in the shade Mint for You. This retails for $6. So, it's hard to justify this because for $6 more you can get an entire palette of shadows, but I think some people aren't looking to buy full palettes these days and they just want single shadows. So if that is you, I think you will love this color. It is so smooth and creamy. I love the Super Shock shadows. I think they're perfect as accent shadows because they're so easy to apply all over the lid. And this one is beautiful. It's perfect. They did release a matte shadow named Flux, and it's been a while since I've tried one of the matte Super Shock shadows, but I personally don't love the matte formula. The Super Shock shadows are more creamy in nature, so I actually think they go on better with your finger, and I typically apply matte shadows in the crease. I know some people wear matte shadows all over the lid, and the shadow does feel nice, but this matte shadow is a lot harder to blend into the crease compared to their pressed powder shadows. So I personally don't really recommend buying the shade Flux. If you love the idea of matte mint shadows, I would go with the Mint to Be palette because these blend so flawlessly on the eyes. Let me finish up with a couple of skincare products from Forthright Beauty. Skincare can be a little bit tough to review because everybody's skin and skincare needs and preferences are very different, but I'm going to share my experience with these 3 products in particular. The first that I want to share comes with a face milk and then also a face mask. You can purchase these products separately, but together they retail for, sorry, I had to double check. Together they retail for $27. So let me start with the PAPAYA face milk. I have tried their face milks in the past. I believe that I have a watermelon one in my bathroom that I do use from time to time. So I tested out the PAPAYA one to see if it was different. They do have a lot of options on the website. The face milks actually retail for $14 each, and depending on your skincare needs, there might be one that works well for you over another one. They tend to feel pretty similar on the skin, but they do have different ingredients and different purposes, so I would recommend checking them out on the website. This one in particular is supposed to be revitalizing and moisturizing. So if you guys haven't tried this formula, their face milk formula, they're really nice because they're very lightweight on the skin and they sink in quickly, but they do leave your skin feeling and looking really moisturized. Like you get a very healthy, moisturized look and feel. I would say they're most ideal for people who have oily skin or combo skin because it's not going to infuse your skin with like an intense dose of moisture, but it does leave your skin lightly moisturized. If you have dry skin, you can totally still use these, but you might need additional products in your skincare routine. So I do like their face milks. I think they are worth checking out. If you have extremely dry skin, you'll probably want to go with something different, like maybe a facial oil to use regularly, but these are nice. I actually really like the Forthright Beauty face masks. So these retail for $16. They all come in this jar packaging. They have a couple of different options. I've only tried 3 of them. I did review the Soak It Up mask in my last video, and I said that I really enjoyed it. It's a great option if you want a really hydrating face mask. But the Aha Moment mask, it's not my ideal mask. It really irritated my skin. This one is an exfoliating enzyme mask. It's supposed to exfoliate, refine, and smooth your skin. The only other mask that I've tried that I can really compare this to is the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial, which is obviously a lot more expensive, but they both claim to do something very similar. I think the Drunk Elephant Baby Facial is like 20% AHA, and this one doesn't have an exact percentage, and they are a little bit different. This one is really creamy, so when you apply it to the skin, it feels a lot more gentle, and I thought that it was going to be a lot more gentle on my skin because I didn't experience any of that initial tingling that I do experience with the baby facial. But as I kept this product on my skin, it did start to kind of tingle. It wasn't an intense burning sensation, it wasn't stinging, but it was kind of tingling in a little bit of an unpleasant way. Anyways, I left this on for about 8 minutes. It says keep it on for 5 to 10 minutes, and when I took it off, my skin just felt a little bit irritated. With the baby facial, when I take it off, my skin looks so soft and smooth, and the next day it looks amazing and glowy, and I really love that product, but it's expensive. It's like $80 or $90. When I took this off, my skin was a little bit red and irritated. It felt a little bit itchy, and the next morning it just looked rough. It looked like I did not drink enough water the day before, I did not get enough sleep, and it's just not a great option for me personally. The other one that I wanted to talk about is the Avocado Superfood Nourishing Mask. Now again, this one retails for $16. This one is meant to soften, refine, and nourish your skin. So first of all, this one has a very strong scent. The other one does have a citrus scent, but that's not really a scent that bothers me. This one smells like either a facial that you would get at the spa or like a green smoothie, but not in a good way. I feel like maybe it's the kale. I don't know what it is. It doesn't smell like avocado. It definitely has like a strong plant scent, and it kind of gave me a headache when I used it. I did use it a few times. So I actually don't leave this on for very long. It says leave on for 5 to 15 minutes. I usually leave it on for about 10 minutes, but it does dry down and then you rinse it off with warm water. My skin felt really smooth and soft after using this, and it's a lot more gentle than the other mask that I just shared with you guys. I think that this one might be a great option for you if you have oily skin or combo skin, because it does seem to moisturize your skin and leave it feeling really soft overall, but it's not overly hydrating. If you have really dry skin or you want more of a moisturizing mask, I do recommend the Soak It Up mask. I really like this one. Out of the 3, this one is my absolute favorite because it feels really hydrating on the skin. You can wear it and then rinse it off, or no, you don't actually even rinse this product off, you wipe it off. So you can wear it for 5 to 10 minutes, wipe it off, or you can leave it on overnight, which is what I typically do. And then the next day, your skin just looks so healthy. It looks plump and fresh and awake. But out of the 3, the Soak It Up is my favorite, and I don't really recommend the Aha Moment mask just because it is so strong and it did really irritate my skin. So that is the end of my Colourpop roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed this review style video. If you did, let me know and I can continue to film them on my channel. But I know I covered a lot in today's video. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comment section below. But otherwise, I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.